Hey guys, how's it going? DUJ2 here, and welcome back to Fortnite Save the World and some news. We've got a little bit of news to talk about and some upcoming stuff to talk about in this video. And also, I'm bringing this back again. If you guys want to stick around till the end of the video, I have some news announcements, including some stuff that's happening on my streams and also my streaming schedule for this week. So stick around to the end of the video and we'll talk all about that, including a giveaway. But let's jump into the news first and foremost and right away. So we had this pop up on Reddit a couple days ago, actually 3 days ago actually. Now, wow, time is flying by. And I haven't talked about this yet because I did want to take a little bit of time separately just to talk about this and talk about what is kind of like my thoughts on this. Now, so basically this is a new design that is coming, a game mechanic. It's a new game mechanic that is actually coming in version 7.1, and we haven't heard anything about this. This is armor. So it's a... Let's read about it. In update 7.10, we will be converting damage resistance perks to a new stat called armor. Armor is configured such that one armor is equivalent to 1% longer survival time under fire, making it consistently valuable per point regardless of the amount. For instance, if you have 30 armor, you will survive 30% longer under fire than you would with 0 armor. So they're changing the resistance percentage to literal time, which is interesting. I think that's really interesting because I kind of feel like this is something that some other games that I played have done, where you're fighting something and you're like, oh my gosh, if I had just been able to stay alive 5 seconds more, I could have defeated them. And that's kind of how this feels. This is gonna, if it kind of feels like that's the way they're going. Damage resistance, where simply longer under fire you would then this is in contrast to the current implementation of damage resistance, where simply adding percentages together makes each perk more powerful than the last, skewing build diversity. That also kind of makes you to the point of, what if you get hit the 100% damage resistance? Are you immortal kind of question, you know? Which, no, you're not. To illustrate this problem, imagine you have a DR perk that grants damage resistance perk that grants 50% resistance, which halves the incoming damage and makes you twice as hard to kill. If you add a second 45% perk on top of that, drops the incoming damage to 5%, which makes you 20 times harder to kill. Armor will make these times grow linearly instead, which lets us give you more defensive options to choose from without having to hedge against the effects of stacking damage resistance from multiple sources. As an example, the medieval melee weapons coming in, those are coming in this week, in 7.10, is it this week? I think it's this week. We'll have more access to armor perks, including a 6th slot perk that gives stacking armor bonuses per hit. Now, if you guys remember, we have seen these stacking bonuses in the very recent rat rot. Was it the rat rot weapons? I think it was the rat rot. The ones, the swan and all that. Though those weren't rat rots. They were rat rots. Those did have stacking stuff, which I do want to talk about those because it's very interesting. For comparison, damage resistance percentage is the current system and with armor instead. So epic is going to have 20 to 25. Legendary, we go from 23 to 29. Epic, 40 to 40% with 2 epic perks, and 2 legendary perks, 46% to 44. So let's finish this. In line with our investment refund policy first described in our state of development blog, we'll be making the affected heroes and schematics eligible for an evolution refund in an upcoming build with the debut of the capability, currently targeting update 7.20. So here they're telling us that this capability is coming in 7.20, but armor is coming in 7.10. Okay. This will allow you to return the affected item to level 1 and reset all attached perks to its starting rarity, recovering all invested resources in the process. Now, this is perhaps the biggest news here. So, this is the thing though. It says we'll be making any affected heroes and schematics eligible for an evolution refund in an upcoming build. So this means that only those things that are affected. This is something right here that I have been asking for, and I know lots of us have been asking for a long time. And I'm glad that they put a name to it, evolution refund. And this would be something that, let's say you were to get a brand new weapon, okay? Let's say you got Ralphie's Revenge, okay? And let's say you take it all the way to 106, 130, put everything you can into it, all the perks, all the reperk, everything. You put so much materials into it. And then when you go to use it, you're like, wow, this weapon is not good. This is not a good weapon for me. You're stuck with that. You're stuck with putting all that time and effort and resources into that weapon, and you never use it again. I have several of those weapons. So what would happen if, and I've always said this, maybe make it a token 10 V-Bucks, 20 V-Bucks, something like that, you know, where you refund it or you put that into it and it will do an evolution refund. It will take that item, hero, schematic, whatever, to level 1 and give you everything back. Now, I have, or maybe make it like a ticket-based thing, where if you complete, I don't know, 10 quests or 20 quests, you get a ticket to do this for an item. Whatever, any way you want to do it, this is something that I have been asking for a long time, and I really am glad to see that it is something that can be done, and hopefully in the future it's something that we will be able to do with anything we want. Next, melee perks. In addition, we've been keeping an eye on melee balance and have decided to improve a couple of perks found in melee weapons at 7.0. Heavy attack efficiency will be seeing a massive buff to make it competitive with hero versions of the same effect. For a lot of us, we don't use, like me, I main ninjas and I love swords, but I never really use their buffs because as a ninja, it kind of just leaves you as a sitting duck there. Yeah, so I'm happy to see this. Life Leech will receive a moderate buff, thank you, as well as to give you another survivability option. Also, the medieval set will have the ability to roll new perks focused on survivability, such as shield regeneration. That's kind of nice, but I like the Life Leech. We hope everyone will enjoy these changes, and we look forward to hearing your feedback. Update: the new red format wasn't probably shown. Okay, so there we go. We're gonna leave it there. On that, the only thing I want to say about this really quick before I walk away from this topic is I believe the main reason why this is happening, and yes, I know I never made a video about it, just because I kind of felt that it made the game lose a lot of its you know, competitiveness or a lot of its fun if you had builds that gave you a ton of damage resistance. At a certain point, you were sacrificing damage, output damage, for damage resistance, so it kind of, to me, it took a lot of the fun away. That's why I never really talked about it. I just, you know, prefer to keep going. I like the fact that they're addressing this issue, but the whole armor thing, to me, it kind of feels like, I don't know. As a ninja main, especially when I jump into, let's say, a group of husks and I happen to get, you know, surrounded, being able to survive a little longer sounds very nice. But also, let's say if I'm going up against, I'm in a mission where, you know, the exploding husks, knowing that I'm gonna have a few more seconds to survive, being in that onslaught sounds really good. I like that. What I don't like is the fact that it feels like I'm going to be sacrificing a lot of other potential things for that. I don't want to sacrifice damage for more time staying alive, because that just makes it sound like I'm gonna die anyway. So, but anyway, that's my 2 cents on that. I like it. I like the fact they're trying new things, and if anything we've seen Epic Games do, I really do like the fact that not only do they work on things like this, but if something doesn't work, they will, you know, take it back, rework it, and try something else. I just really would like to see more communication in this sense with Save the World, with the community, because obviously there are a lot of us playing this game, and it'd be nice if a lot of us continued playing this game. But there we go. I'm going to leave it there on that, guys. The next thing I'm going to do, like I said, in news and updates, at the end of a video. I'm going to start doing this again. I used to do this a while back in a lot of my videos. At the end of the video, I would be like, thank you very much, that's it for the video, and I would, you know, do some news and updates there. The first thing I want to say is huge thanks to everyone who has been clicking those links for either getting Subnautica free or purchasing other games on the Epic Store. Thank you very much. You guys are wonderful. Thank you so much. Don't forget though, and this is not just for me, but for any other content creator, if you're going to put a content creator there, don't forget to use their link. And also at the very end, when you go to checkout, under where it says the amounts, under that there's going to be something that says insert or put in creator tag, which is also the same thing as a creator code. So make sure that you put in, if you're going to use me, put in DUJ2. If you're going to use someone else, just make sure you get their name. If you start typing out their name after 3 letters, it'll give you a drop down with everyone in that with that name, so you can make sure to get the right one. Even though my name shows up as lowercase, it's going to automatically convert to uppercase there. It's just make sure you get both of them, or I don't think that the content creator gets the credit for that. And I did talk about that in another one. There's Subnautica. Don't forget there's new games coming out. There's a lot of cool stuff happening with the Epic Store this year. I'm so excited. Next thing I want to talk about is my schedule for this week. So here's the schedule right there. Also, you can follow me on Twitter. I will be posting my schedule every single week on there. I'm going to try and get it on Sundays. Unfortunately, yesterday I did not get back to my computer until way late at night, and I was exhausted, so I put it up this morning. But I am going to try and post my schedule every Sunday. As you guys can see, it's going to be a busy week. And also, the only thing I'm going to say there is I don't know, either Wednesday or Thursday, or maybe even tomorrow, whenever the update happens, that schedule will slightly change, because I do like to go live right before or after the, like right before the game goes down, and then we just stick around chatting while the game is down, or after the game comes back live, I like to go live, you know, we check out everything that's new, etc, etc. So that's the only thing. And I just did realize I do need to change. Will I need to change Wednesdays? No, I like that. I like doing that. We're just gonna keep it that way. But I do sometimes go live Wednesday afternoons, Wednesday evenings when the store resets, just to check out and, you know, try new things if there's anything new to try out. Plus, I will be changing a lot of the scheduling on my YouTube videos. But you guys are gonna start seeing that. I'm gonna start putting things out at different times. You guys will see it. And finally, the last thing I want to talk about is giveaways. So you guys know that I've been doing weekly giveaways. I have missed 2 weeks. I'm sorry for that. I will be doing a weekly giveaway starting this afternoon. It will end Saturday. Most giveaways go from Saturday to Saturday because of the whenever I do the my Saturday streams, because they're a big stream. But this one's going to be a little different. So this one is going to be a relatively small giveaway starting today, ending Saturday. And what's going to happen, it's going to end Saturday around, I don't know if I'm going to end them around noon or still in the afternoon. You know what, we might end them earlier. But Pigmas. So for those of you who are newer to my channel, I am going to also be making another video kind of explaining exactly what Pigmas is. But this year, Pigmas is going to be very different. So every year that I've been streaming, doing YouTube and everything, I do this kind of like a giveaway kind of thing where we get together. I like to give back, you know, I like to give presents. We've done some pretty great stuff in the past. And this time it's going to be a little different. So I am going to give more details on my stream, but we're going to officially kick it off on Christmas. And this is going to be different because it's going to last a long time. It's going to go from December 25th until February 6th. So Pigmas is going to be a long time this year. And we're going to include some other things. And I have a lot of stuff to give away. It's going to be fun. It's going to be really fun. So I definitely would like to see you guys on the streams. I will give more information during the streams this week, as well as Saturday. The Saturday stream is going to be a pretty big stream this coming Saturday, and I will be unveiling that as well as a lot of other things. But I'm going to leave it there, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for sticking around. If you stuck around till the end of this video, like I said, I'm going to start doing this again where I put the news and announcements and everything at the end of videos. So if people don't want to watch that, they can just, you know, leave after the video's done, the information or the gameplay or whatever. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. I'll see you guys next time, and have a great day. See ya.